So after about 2 months of waiting on back order for my Canon R5, it still hasn't come, and I still haven't received any email that was saying, hey, this is approximately when we're gonna get it. Just simply rumors are on the web. I ended up going on Craigslist, finding the Canon R5 from somebody about an hour's drive away who actually saved me some money on tax as well. And I finally have it in my hands. But you know, when I took the Canon R5 out of the box, I kind of fell into the same feeling that I had when I first bought my 1DX Mark III. All right, real talk here. This is the 5D Mark III. This was one of my first ever DSLRs that I actually owned, and this thing, I think the release date on this is 2008. And the crazy thing is, the other day I had no camera to use, and I was like, let me just pull out the 5D Mark III. Look at that corner, just absolutely destroyed. But I was like, hey, let's pull out the 5D Mark III, let's take a photo, because I need to throw it up on the social, the Instagram. And guess what? Took a photo, threw that thing in Lightroom, and it looked like a charm. It looked beautiful, it looked great. And this is like a 12-year-old camera. Nobody would have suspected that that was taken on the 5D Mark III. So just because the camera is old, it doesn't mean it's unusable or shouldn't be used or isn't relevant. My 1DX Mark II. I had that for about 3 years, and I've really truly enjoyed using the camera. It had phenomenal photos, great videos, the build quality was rugged and sturdy, and I took that thing camping when I was hailing, snowing, freezing temperatures, very moist in the air, and it still just pushed through like a boss. But the interesting thing is that we oftentimes as creatives get into this rut, especially spending some time on YouTube, we'll get into this rut of talking about gear, talking about the newest lens system that came out, the newest body that came out, the microphones, the lighting kits YouTubers might review on their channel, or the people that say, hey, you absolutely need this for your setup. And we get into a rut of getting our heads just stuck in a pile of gear, and we forget that the tools at hand are actually more than sufficient most of the time to accomplish whatever we need to do at the present time. And it's just this constant feeling like I can't shoot that idea, I put that video together because I don't have either, you know, a great computer, or maybe I don't have the camera body, or I don't have that 800mm lens or whatever. We just, it's I don't know what it is, but I've talked to a lot of creatives and we all kind of feel that same way. We get into this rut of thinking we need the newest gear. If we all actually want to be honest with ourselves, the camera industry is, yes, they want to empower you as creatives. Yes, they want to give you the tools needed to tell your stories, but in reality, it's still a business. They are trying to market to us. They are trying to get us to buy the newest, biggest thing so that we could give them our money. That's just the reality of it. And it's pretty ironic that we, us creatives, work with camera work, and we work in the field of advertising, but oftentimes we get fooled by that same advertising by thinking we need more gear or better gear. It just seems like a pretty crazy loop that is very easy to just naturally fall into. And I think I can be courageous and brave enough to be able to say that if you have purchased a camera body that is in the $1,000 range or more, that has been released in the last 3 or 4 years, it has the sufficient amount of technology and the capabilities to be able to tell a good story. And in fact, cameras and gear can help you tell stories better, but they are not the creative process. They are not the ability and the skill to be able to visualize a dream, a vision, or your imagination, and be able to take a camera, take the gear that you have, and be able to give life to it, to be able to create it, to be able to bring it into motion and put it on the screen and to be able to put it together. That is called the creative process, not necessarily buying the gear. Go grab the gear that you have and go learn to be a better creative. Grow that skill of visualizing something and be able to put that into life in whatever way you can, because that's actually gonna matter more. And the gear is a much smaller aspect to it all than what we oftentimes get in the rut of thinking. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more video content, stories being told that I want to tell, if you want to watch more coffee related stuff, hit that subscribe button below because there's more stuff coming. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. See you guys later.